BTS news. Shocking news again came from the South Korean military world. Not just an ordinary report on conscription activities. This time, the attention of millions of soldiers from around the world was focused on one rare and emotional moment that was captured on camera. Jungkook's shocking action for Jimin while the two were undergoing military training in the freezing cold and in the middle of a harsh training field. No one expected that such a moving event would happen. The short video was originally uploaded unofficially by someone claiming to be part of the training staff. In the video, a group of soldiers are undergoing heavy physical training, and among them are two figures that fans immediately recognize: Jungkook and Park Jimin, two BTS members who are currently serving their country. At first, everything looks like an ordinary routine. The soldiers marched, ran, and carried out the commander's instructions with great discipline. However, in one moment in the spotlight, Jimin looked a little shaky while trying to complete a heavy exercise by carrying weights on his back. He looked exhausted, possibly due to cold weather or an unknown minor injury. His face was pale, and his pace began to slow down. That's when the shocking incident happened. Jungkook, who was a few steps ahead of him, suddenly turned his head. Quickly, he quits his ranks, breaking the strict line marching rules. Without hesitation, he ran to Jimin and helped move the weight from his partner's back to his own. The action made the whole field silent for a moment. Even the instructor looked confused whether to scold Jungkook or not. But what was most surprising was Jungkook's expression at the time, determined, but also with a look that couldn't be denied. He was protecting someone who meant so much to him. In the harsh world of the military, such an act could be considered an offense, but for those who witnessed it firsthand, it was a moment that showed love, loyalty, and sacrifice. Since the video spread, the army around the world has not stopped talking about the incident. The hashtag Jungkook for Jimin immediately topped the global trending topic in just minutes. Fans were both touched and moved to see how the friendship, or perhaps something deeper, between the two BTS members remained strong despite their tight and structured military lives. Comment after comment flooded various social media platforms. Many said they cried after seeing the video. Jungkook is really like a knight to Jimin, wrote one army from Brazil. This is not about breaking the rules, but about showing humanity and love, added another user from the Philippines. Not a few also share back pieces of the video with poetic narratives that illustrate how much attention Jungkook has for Jimin. Not long after the video went viral, local Korean media began reporting on the event. One military newspaper even wrote a special article entitled, "A Soldier Who Is Not Only Strong, but Also Has a Heart, Jungkook and His Heroic Attitude." In the article, several coaches who witnessed the incident firsthand testified that what Jungkook did was actually risky for him, but they understood his sincere intentions. Jungkook knew what he was doing could earn him a reprimand, but he did it anyway, said one of the anonymous coaches. That's the mentality of the leader. He leaves no one behind, even in trouble. Of course, Big Hit Music has not yet given an official statement about this video, as they usually take care of the privacy and military affairs of BTS members very carefully. However, according to internal sources, both idols are in good condition and are still carrying out their duties professionally. Jungkook and Jimin are highly dedicated soldiers. A brief statement from a military official said, in an exclusive interview, they showed incredible teamwork, just like when they were on stage. Even so, this video has opened another veil of BTS's story in the military world. That behind tired faces and camouflage uniforms, they are still ordinary people who have a sense, friendship, and desire to take care of each other. For many in the army, this isn't just news of a military drill violation or an idol's impulsive actions. It's a symbol of something deeper, a relationship built from years together, from stage to stage, from struggle to success, and now from barracks to barracks. Jungkook and Jimin, two names who have always been close both on and off stage, again showed the world that their bond has never wavered. This incident also reopened an old discussion that has always caught fans' attention. How deep is the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin? Is this purely a lifelong friendship? Or is there something warmer and deeper than that? Speculation, of course, is inevitable, but one thing is certain. The moment proves that Jungkook will not let Jimin suffer alone, even if it means that he himself will have to bear double the burden. With a camera that accidentally recorded the incident, the world can now witness a small piece of reality that has been hidden from the public. Small pieces that speak more than 1,000 words. And for ARMY, the piece was enough to serve as inspiration and proof that love and loyalty can live on even in a place as violent as the military. After the video spread like wildfire in the husk in cyberspace, its impact extended to almost all parts of the world. ARMY in Europe held streaming marathons for Jungkook Moments, a nickname for the friendship between Jungkook and Jimin. In South Korea itself, television news segments even aired video footage with a very positive narrative, calling Jungkook's actions a symbol of true solidarity between fellow soldiers, especially in an entertainment world that is often full of pressure and expectations. In the midst of a military world that is known for being hard, cold, and rigid, Jungkook's actions became a kind of symbol that human hearts can still shine even in the midst of dark and frozen terrain. Many social psychologists and popular culture observers were invited by national television stations to comment on the video. One of them, Professor Han Min-ju of Yonsei University, called Jungkook's actions a form of radical empathy. When one chooses to bear the burden of another, literally and metaphorically, it is a rare form of compassion, Professor Han told the evening's discussion program. Jungkook shows that empathy can be expressed not just through words or donations, but in small, tangible actions and in unexpected places. More interestingly, armies from around the world began to rewrite the meaning of the video into poetry, fan art, and fiction. Many of them reminisce about Jungkook and Jimin's early days together, how Jimin took care of Jungkook in his early debut years, encouraged him when he was exhausted, and protected him from the pressures of a young debut. Now, it's Jungkook's turn to take on the role of protector. Their relationship is like a cycle that keeps spinning in a silent but deep affection. One of the Japanese army even made a short animation of 2 minutes, redepicting the events on the military field. In the animation, Jimin's face looks pious, his steps tremble, and the weight on his shoulders almost makes him fall. Jungkook, who saw from a distance, immediately ran through time as if he didn't care about the world around him, lifted the weight and hugged Jimin from behind so that he could stand up straight. The video was viewed more than 3 million times in just 2 days. Not only fans, but several other K-pop idols who have completed their military service also commented. Sunjin Winner, in a live broadcast, said, "Military exercises are no joke. If someone dares to stop the line to help others, it means that their relationship is very strong. I admire Jungkook." Meanwhile, BTS's Jimin, who has just completed his military duty first, did not comment directly, but posted a story on his official account in the form of a short quote. "There are things that are more important than rules." Many judged that it was Jin's tacit support for his younger siblings. Meanwhile, military staff began to review the incident. No serious punishment was handed down, as it was known that Jimin's condition was not optimal that day, and Jungkook's actions actually saved the worst possibilities, such as fainting or serious injury. One of the sources said that the coaches even secretly paid internal tribute to Jungkook for his humanitarian initiatives.